What's up everybody? So today in this video I'm just going to record a quick video about sexual health and how to last long in bed and optimize your sexual performance. So before I begin, I just want to point out that I just got back from the gym. I still haven't eaten anything yet. I probably haven't eaten in I don't even know, at least 16, 18 hours, who knows. I'm not following an outline, so this is just going to be from the top of my head, but that's fine because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I don't really need a damn outline for pretty much anything that I say. So anyway, let's get right to it. So, what are some of the most common causes of a lack of sexual performance or, erectile dysfunction or whatever? Well, first and foremost, the most important factor is that most men are addicted to pornography and masturbation, usually pornography, okay? So, listen, masturbation's not really that bad, but pornography is the worst thing you can do for your sexual health and your life in general. It's absolutely bad. If you watch porn on a regular basis, chances are your sex drive is hijacked, your sense of arousal is very numb, you're desensitized to sexual pleasure and sexual satisfaction. And so of course, if you're desensitized from pornography, if you watch it even once a week, but usually people watch it at least 3 times a week, that's horrible. Okay, your sex drive, kiss that shit goodbye if you are watching porn. Okay, so remove that from your life. No fap. Okay, do no fap. The more sperm that builds up in your prostate, or I was gonna say the sperm bank, whatever you want to call it. The more sperm that builds up over time, the harder your erections, the more aroused you'll be, and the more arousing other women will find you, okay? I mean, you don't have to believe me, but I know that for a fact this shit's true. There's a whole science behind it. It has to do with dopamine and neurotransmitters, also for pheromones. And you could look this up for yourself, but if you don't believe me, oh well, keep suffering. I don't give a fuck. That's your addiction talking. That really sucks. To be so addicted to porn that you can't even accept the fact that you have a problem. Well, pornography is number one, okay? Nothing else is going to really matter as long as you're addicted to porn. Number 2 is usually anxiety, okay? Porn is the first most important thing, and pornography can cause sexual anxiety and anxiety in general. But number 2 is just a general tension surrounding sex, okay? So, a lot of times, females don't really know how to get their partner into the mood. They don't know how to relax them, etc. And men don't know how to get themselves in the mood, and they don't know how to trigger a relaxation response, which is required for sexual arousal. When the fight or flight response is kicking in, which is your body's, basically your anxiety response in your body, all of the blood flow goes to the limbs, the fighting or running parts of the body, because that's what the fight or flight response does. And so blood flow from digestion and blood flow to the penis is going to be limited, okay? This is why stress can cause irritable bowel syndrome and digestive problems. This is why stress inhibits arousal and causes sexual dysfunction, because when you're stressed out, you cannot keep an erection, and also your mind just isn't going to be in the place that it needs to be for sex, okay? Sex is supposed to be a relaxing activity. It's supposed to increase lifespan, reduce stress, okay, and it requires relaxation in order to be induced, okay? So sex, in order to have good sex, you need to be relaxed, okay? And this is going to be key for lasting a long time as well. Most people, they can't even get an erection because they're so attached to making their woman squirt. Or I guess for people who are really bad, most men are they're so anxious because they really want to make their woman, they want to pleasure their woman. They want to at least give them an orgasm or make them make some noise, right? And so because you're so attached to the outcome, you're going to screw yourself up. The more you want to make your girl orgasm, the more anxious you'll become, the harder it'll be for you to be in the moment, for you to enjoy the sex and be relaxed. And so you're going to have anxiety because you're trying too fucking hard. Okay, so what you want to do is just come from a place of like, it's all good, you know, whatever. I don't even care if I have sex, you know. And you want to like, I know it sounds fucking crazy, and most people they're too arrogant and stuck up in their ego to really accept this. But look, the more you fucking care, the harder it's going to be for you to be hard. Okay, like you're probably not going to have an erection. If you do, it's going to be hard for your erection to stay firm and stay there, and you're going to have a hard time lasting more than 10 minutes. Okay. So, I mean, this is a big one, all right? And not a big one as far as, like, big dick, right? This is going to be a limp dick syndrome issue. So you got to stop being so uptight. Stop thinking too much. Stop caring. You know, I can guarantee you this isn't just a problem in your sex life. This is also an issue in your regular life, okay? The more high-strung you are, the more you fucking care about you know, controlling things. Like, oh, I gotta give her an orgasm. I gotta make my dick hard. You know, I gotta get money. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Like, the more attached you are to the outcome, the more controlling you are, the harder life is going to be. In general, like literally, that's how it is. But especially when it comes to sex and sleep too. Okay, falling asleep is like falling in love. Okay, getting an erection and lasting long in bed is literally the same thing. You've got to fall into it. Okay, people don't just like force themselves to get aroused, but you could, which, you know, visualization, fantasies, etc. Right? I mean, so, you know, that's the first thing. Okay, is getting yourself relaxed. Okay. Now, there's breathing techniques that can not only increase circulation to your penis. Breathing techniques can also keep you calm. They can relax you, and breathing techniques can control your orgasms as well. And I found breathing techniques and relaxation to be extremely powerful. Okay, and of course, I've been doing NoFap and I've been staying away from porn absolutely as much as possible for years now. Okay, and I can tell you that all of these things really work amazingly. Okay, but breathing. Okay, you want relaxed, slow, controlled breathing. Okay, this is a technique they use in tantric sex, in yoga and qigong and meditation. Okay, and you could practice this alone. You could practice meditation, practice slow breathing, and when you're having sex, you want to focus on your breathing. Okay, when you focus on your breathing, you'll be able to breathe slower. For me personally, I can breathe one breath every 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so the entire time it takes for me to make an inhale lasts about 45 seconds, and then I pause for 10 seconds, and then I let my breath out for another 45 seconds, okay? And that's one breath within a minute and 30 seconds, okay? That's a long breath, but with practice, within a month or two, you should be able to achieve it. I mean, even within a couple weeks. It's not that hard. The problem is that people don't believe this shit's gonna work for them, so they don't fucking try. And because they don't fucking try, and they don't believe it can work, they don't practice. And if you don't practice, you're not going to ever achieve shit. So it's all a matter of practice. It's all a matter of relaxation. It's a matter of letting go and focusing on your breath. Now, when you focus on your breathing, you'll notice you'll get an erection almost instantly, most of the time, especially if your woman touches it, okay? You know, breathing's incredible, okay? I'm telling you that right now. It'll get you hard. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a matter of increasing blood flow, increasing circulation, increasing arousal, and relaxation. This is all science here, okay? And it's been scientifically proven to work, and I can tell you from experience, it works. So you'll have an erection, you'll be calm, you'll be in the state of mind where it's like, it's all good, and you'll be able to last very long. Now, what you gotta do is, because like once you get in this relaxed state, now you got the mindset, you're in the right state of mind, everything. But now when you have sex, the other issue people have, especially, you know, once you pass the anxiety, but no matter what, is like, how can I control my my arousal, right? You get so turned on sometimes that you just ejaculate. Part of this is that you're lazy, okay? I'm sure of it. I tell you from, at least for me for a long time, it's because, like, you don't even want to last that long. You want to find out, how can I last long? You think you want to last long, you want to find ways to last long, but you're too fucking lazy. You're too lazy to last long, okay? Please think about this for a little bit. Because people don't want to admit this shit. They're lying to themselves. But look, as a man, like, we could easily jack off within 2 minutes of having sex, unless the vagina is so damn loose or the girl's so fucking ugly or anything of that nature, right? Like, most of the time, like, look, we can jack off, we can ejaculate in 2 minutes, okay? Unless you got problems, okay? The woman, usually on average, it takes 10 to 20 minutes for orgasm, okay? And that's a little side note there. It doesn't take women that long to have an orgasm, okay? So if you could last an hour in bed, without giving a girl an orgasm, that's not something to be proud of. There's something wrong there. All right? The woman should be able to orgasm within 10 to 20 minutes if she's healthy, okay? And if she's very, very dry and it's painful for her, that means that something's not right. Usually that means that either the woman is not turned on, she doesn't trust you, or she's got a hormonal imbalance of some kind. Or an STD or something. But anyway, so you got to prevent yourself from ejaculating too soon. So part of this is that you're lazy. You just want to get off. You just want to ejaculate. It gets to the point where it feels so good and you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Screw it. And you just come. Okay? Like, yes, you got to let go from outcome dependence, but at the same time, every single time, it's a sexual charge. You got to think in terms of energy here. That's definitely what helped me, and it can help most people as well. Think in terms of energy. Okay, you got to build the sexual charge just enough to where you're hard as fuck, and then relax. And as the sexual charge builds, when you're pumping, your girlfriend or whatever, when you're having sex, or a one night stand, whatever it is, your sexual charge builds up, and you've got to make sure it doesn't pass the threshold. As soon as you feel like, oh shit, like, I'm getting a little too aroused, it feels a little too good, look, slow down, okay? If you're doing it right and you're controlling your breathing like I'm saying, you should be able to stop right where you are. Don't let if your woman is thrusting, if she's moving her pelvis, tell her to stop, because she'll cause you to come too soon, okay? You've got to be in control, and I would recommend starting off with all this shit in missionary first, okay? Hold it there. Don't let that bitch fucking move her pelvis or you'll come too soon, okay? Fuck that. And relax that breathing, and, you can breathe out as you're breathing out. Push it all the way in her and hold your fucking dick there. Hold that shit in there, okay? Hold it there and relax a little bit until your sexual charge goes down. When you notice, okay, you've recovered a little bit, then pull it out a little bit while you're breathing in on the in breath, and then back in slowly as you breathe out, okay? This is all a matter of synchronistic breathing. Synchronize your breathing to the sex, okay? And control that shit and really focus on the feeling. Now, the thing is, when you're doing this, it's impossible to be anxious because you're focused on your breathing and you're focused on the feeling, okay? Because you got to pay attention to, how fucking, like, charged up is my little willy, right? How fucking charged up is my big schlong, whatever size it is, okay, right? How fucking charged up is it? How sensitive is it feeling? And you're focused on the feeling. So how the fuck you're not focused on, like, oh, am I gonna make her come? Oh my god, like, is she gonna orgasm? Am I lasting? Does she like it? Look, if you're caught up in that bullshit, duh, of course you're gonna not last. You're gonna have sexual anxiety. It's gonna be fucked up for you. you're not going to enjoy it. And that's the most important thing, is you got to make it an enjoyable, relaxing experience for yourself. And when you feel good about it, about the sex, the woman will too. And if she doesn't, you know, that's not the type of girl you want to practice this with. If the girl isn't enjoying what you're doing, then she's just you know, fucking leave type of woman, okay? And you shouldn't really care what she thinks either way, and you should just, you know, let her be a sex object. You want a woman that you can work together with as a fucking team, okay? And if you're in a long-term relationship, then that means even more. Like, she should be working with you as a team. Otherwise, you've got to let go of her, okay? If you're with a girl and she's not helping you out, she's not supporting you in these ways, then you're with the wrong girl, and that's a deeper insecurity in your own life and in general, okay? You've got other problems in your own self-love and your value system and your congruence that you got to work with, and that sucks. That means you're so far behind in your self-development that you're wasting your life with a woman who doesn't belong there. And that's another big issue, is that people hate their fucking girlfriend, okay? Or they're just not into them or whatever, or they're with the wrong person, and that's even farther behind. I was a man whore for a long time. So I had, you know, girls coming in and out, and it wasn't until like 3.5 years ago that I found a girl that I've been with for, you know, about 3 years exclusively now. So I've been with a girl for 3 years now. So, you know, I've had experience with one-night stands, and I've had experience in long-term relationships. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about, you know, but egotistical people who don't want to believe that they have a problem are going to fucking criticism. Anyway, fuck all that nonsense. So, you know, you got to relax, you got to let go, control your breathing, and as long as you're having meditative sex in that way, you're not going to come, all right? So one little problem that I've ran into myself, and that could also be, you know, coming into play in this regard, is that if the woman's vagina is not tight enough, or if your dick's not big enough, I guess, you're not going to feel as good. Also, some women are extremely wet. I guess most women aren't, because they watch porn, a little too much porn, so their arousal isn't as high. But I've had girls who their vagina is just so fucking wet that it's hard. You don't really feel the tightness, and so it's harder to stay hard while you're trying to like feel the feeling and breathing and all that stuff. So if your girl's vagina isn't tight enough, tell her to do Kegel exercises, you know. And if you have a problem with telling your girlfriend what to do, and if she doesn't listen to you, once again, that's a relationship issue. And most people don't know the first thing about attracting a partner that aligns with your values. You know, they're too scared. They're like, yeah, I don't want to like, make my girlfriend do things. Well, dude, grow some fucking balls. That's you know, another big issue, and it's very common with people who aren't harnessing their sexuality, okay? Anyway, yeah, tell her what to do, tell her what she needs to do. That's your role in fucking sex, okay? You're doing the fucking here, so own that shit, align with that shit, be the fucking. Be the fucking, don't just do the be the fucking, god damn it. Anyway, so yeah, so there's that, you know, controlling the thingy, whatever. All right, and try to find the G spot, yada yada. Try to find where she's most sensitive to. If she's loose, then have her do Kegel exercises. So that brings me on to point number 3, Kegel exercises. Okay. In addition to the breathing, you need to do Kegels, okay? The reason why is because Kegel exercises, what basically all you're doing is you're flexing the muscle that controls your prostate and the muscle that controls your penis and your balls and even your bowels to an extent. When you're consciously contracting these muscles, it's like you're flexing these muscles, okay? You can think of it as the mind-muscle connection for your dick. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but it's so true and it works. Okay, you're training your body, you're training your brain to fire those muscles that control your orgasm. And this is science. This is the neural pathways. This is strength training 101. Okay? This is skill training 101. The more you practice a movement, the more you engage a muscle a certain way, the more efficient it becomes. And this is sad because most people are not going to believe this or going to think it's bullshit. And it makes me kind of like, it's like, dude, this is how it is. It's crazy. People are never going to harness their sexuality because of shit like this. You become a fucking sex god if you follow this shit. Kegels, okay? They train your dick to function properly. Okay? You want to do Kegel exercises, okay? Flex the muscles, the perineum and the flex that shit in your spare time. If you go to school or if you go to work and you're just standing around or just chilling, do fucking Kegels. No one knows. If you feel embarrassed, that's a mental aspect behind sex. You're embarrassed to be a sexual being. You're embarrassed. It's retarded. No one fucking cares about your sex life except for you and your woman. Okay? So control your sex muscles, right? Like, focus on that shit. Do reps, do sets. Try to hold it as long as you can. Breathe. Focus on breathing. Notice how different patterns of breathing affect your ability to control your Kegel muscles. I'm telling you, this is amazing at how it'll work. And then when you have erections, like, control that shit too. Try to keep your dick up as long as you can and then let it go down. And do reps and sets and then try to control that shit. Do tempo training. Like, I'm a strength and conditioning coach, so I know quite a lot about all this shit. And I know it sounds crazy to use this shit in your sex, okay? This will not only help you with the breathing, it'll help relax you. It'll help you control your orgasm and your dick, because the muscles that control the orgasm and whatnot are the same muscles that are done in these Kegel exercises. So, I mean, that shit's important. So if you do no FAP, if you do no porn, if you do breathing exercises, relaxation, and you let go of the outcome, and you just like enjoy sex, you have meditative sex, if you concentrate on the feeling during sex, and you concentrate on your breathing, if you do slow and controlled breathing, you do meditation, if you do Kegel exercises, okay, already that's the foundation. If you're not doing this shit, you're fucked, okay? You're fucked, and you can't do shit about it. You can go get Viagra, but that shit ain't gonna fucking help you. It's gonna cause more fucking health problems. You know, and I'm not angry. I'm talking like this because I'm super passionate, because it's like reality for me, but not for most people. I guess I'm trying to fuck people's brains and impregnate their mind with the seed of enlightenment, right? Jesus Christ, everything can be sexual, right? Because it is. Everything is fucking sexual, goddammit. Anyway, so there's that. Now comes the part that everyone wants to skip to. Everyone wants supplements and shit. Oh, I want this, supplements and this and that. Look, there are some great supplements and they help and they work, but none of this shit's going to be as powerful as this. This is a foundation here. So before we even get to supplements, you need a healthy diet. Watch my videos on health. Search on YouTube, Chalice of Immortality, health. Okay, and you'll see healthy diet, whatever. Okay, you need to see food as medicine. Okay, if you're eating foods that fuck up your blood sugar, you're done. Okay, hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia. If you have blood sugar crashes and shit, your dick will be affected. Your anxiety will be induced. Okay, this will cause problems. Okay, get your blood sugar on check. You can do a low carb diet, or you can do whatever you think is good for low blood sugar, because most people, they have differing ideas on what causes it. But I'll tell you right now, you should probably just lower the carbs, except for maybe some starches every now and then, rice, potatoes, etc. Unless you work out. If you work out intensely, you need those carbs, and you'll be training your body to use carbohydrates effectively, so you shouldn't have an issue. But stay away from processed foods, stay away from hydrogenated oils, stay away from processed sugars, okay? And look out for food intolerances. If you have gas, if you have bloating, your sex drive is going to be fucked. And that's a sign of too much fiber or an intolerance to a type of food, usually nuts, grains, whole seeds, beans, legumes, or something like broccoli, carrots, etc. Cook the fucking broccoli, don't eat it raw. Be careful about that shit, okay? Be mindful of what you're eating, okay? Could be a lactose intolerance. I don't have that problem because I'm a fucking Viking, faggots. And I'm not against gay people, so when I call people faggots, I don't know, I should stop. Anyway, goddammit, I'm a Viking. I can tolerate lactose. Most people can't. So stay away from food intolerances. Clean up your fucking diet. Stay away from fucking drugs. Goddammit. And also remember blood pressure drugs, heart drugs, diuretic drugs, all sorts of pharmaceutical drugs can fuck with your sex drive, okay? And I see that is very, very common. You know, people, they take blood pressure medication, it fucks up their dick. Then they get prescribed Viagra, and it fucks up their heart even more. It's like, bro, just get off the drugs and fucking, you know, solve the real problem here, faggots. So there's that. And then supplements, right? Oh, and eat to satiation. Make sure that you're getting enough calories or your body will be feeling like stressed out all the time. If you're restricting your calories and you feel like shit, well, no fucking duh. You're not eating enough for your body to repair itself, so your body's in a state of stress. It's in a state of famine. It feels like it's starving, and so it's going to preserve energy from procreation so you can find food. Learn how the fuck the body works, goddammit. It's an adaptive mechanism. If you're not eating enough food, your body will find ways to make food. It will sacrifice your damn sex drive. There ain't nobody got enough energy to make babies if you're fucking hungry. Okay? Seriously, motherfuckers. Alcohol also fucks up your sex drive. So beyond that shit, or it can, doesn't have to. I love wine, and sometimes vodka or whiskey, but usually not. Only like once in a while. But fucking shit. God damn it. Supplements. Okay, Yohimbe works great. Mainly Yohimbe bark extract. I have a video on my favorite Yohimbe supplement that I don't even use anymore because I don't need. It'll hype you up at first, but it'll work well. Look up my video on Yohimbe Plus by Irwin Naturals. A lot of people like that supplement. Works great. My girlfriend takes it just to pep her up, make her feel good, and also for a little bit of weight loss, I guess. There's another, maca. Maca root works great. I prefer Gaia herbs, but I think black maca seems to work great for erections. Yellow maca is fine. Just make sure that it's gelatinized. If it's not gelatinized, you're fucked. Okay? Gelatinized maca or you're fucked. So, and you want to do the fucking, okay? So don't do anything that's going to get you fucked. All right? Buy Gaia Herbs, gelatinized maca, try that shit out, it works great. Or you could do black maca from Sun Foods. It's not gelatinized, but it seems to work great. Don't buy regular maca or you're fucked. What else? The Yohimbe, the maca, Yohimbe bark extract, not yohimbine HCl. Big difference, god damn it. Yohimbe works as like a natural Viagra. Maca root helps to balance out hormones over time and increase your neurotransmitters associated with proper sex drive. Helps to balance out cortisol levels because you need cortisol in order to regulate the rest of your hormones. Balances out thyroid, balances out estrogen and testosterone through luteinizing hormone. Another one you can take is Tribulus. I recommend the Now Foods Tribulus. It works great. It'll increase your sperm volume. Okay, if you do the NoFap along with maca, along with Tribulus, and you don't ejaculate for a while, your sperm will increase. Even if you ejaculate every day, Tribulus and maca will increase your fucking sperm count. Within a day, you'll be sperming like three times as much as you were before. It just really helps to build that damn sexual energy, and it really works. So there's those things. And then as a general everyday mood type supplement to help you relax and stay calm, but also to help with your sex drive and your energy, you can take Panax ginseng, okay? About 1 gram every morning seems to work really well. Just make sure that you're taking it. You're taking the Now Foods brand. I love Now Foods. It works great. And I mean, there's other ones. There's things like Suma Root, which seems to work all right. Damiana is a really good one, especially if you buy it in tea form. Damiana is great. It'll help to relax the fuck out of you. Some people say it's impossible to get anxious or angry when you're taking Damiana. I used to take it to help me go to sleep, help me feel like a fucking boss. It's good shit. And there's a lot of other supplements out there, you know, that you can take, but these are the top ones, you know. And the thing is, everyone want to get the cheapest supplements they can buy, which is bullshit. They want to just, like, you know, jack off the porn all the time and think they can get a good sex drive. They want to just, like, you know, like, everyone is just fucking lazy, goddammit. They're lazy. They're into quantity over quality. They're fucked. So, I mean, and look, like, I'm only saying this to help awaken people up because I was there. I was there and I hated it, man. I know how much it fucking sucks to be on the other side. Good thing for me though, I've been doing all this shit that I've talked about in this video for the past 4 or 5 years now. Ever since late 2014, I've been doing this shit and I feel amazing. My life is so much better because I got my sexual energy on check, and because all this shit increases your health too. I mean, the Kegel exercises, the breathing, the meditation, and the good sex, it helps you with your overall health and relaxation. And I mean, there's millions of benefits. You research them for yourself on all the other shit, on all these things I've been talking about in your general life, okay? And you'll just feel better, feel more relaxed, you'll have better circulation. I mean, really, even if you don't want good sex, you should follow this shit. So, I mean, this is really the fundamentals of everything people need to know. However, you know, if you're on medication, you know what I mean, to work with your doctor. You know, you might have other problems. If you're on steroids, obviously, that's going, you know, you should know enough about steroids before you use them to know it can fuck up your sex drive, and you can learn ways to prevent that. But I'm not talking about that. If you're on steroids, you know, you do your own research and do your own fucking shit, okay? Make sure you take a post-cycle therapy. Whatever. Fuck all that. So get your shit on check. Follow the shit in all the things I outlined in this video. You'll be good. If you have a problem with my cussing, look, chill the fuck out, relax. It's not that big of a deal. If you're easily triggered, well, it's no fucking, you know, no surprise that you feel like shit and you have a horrible sex drive because you're just an uptight pansy who no one wants to be around. So fuck off. Do the world a favor and do your fucking best, okay? Improve yourself and you'll improve the world. I love everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. I do lots of videos on mindset, psychology, sexual health, and everything, and I go into super depth. You know, I didn't even have an outline in this damn video. Check that out. All right? If you made it this far, let me know down in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Wolfgang von Latman Lizana from chaliceofimmortality.com.